Yo, what's going on, guys? Wogi back with another AFK journey video. And in this video, I'm gonna go over the best team comps that I have been using and that I have seen at least regarding PHRAESTO in AFK pushing. I wanted to showcase the best possible team comps with the new character PHRAESTO. As you guys can see, I have him at Supreme. His weapon is plus 15. I went over his abilities in my previous video if you guys want to go more in depth with that. But I want to showcase the best possible teams that at least I have been using and that I have seen to be able to push AFK stages, because this guy is just an absolute beast at pushing AFK stages. So let's get into the video. As you guys can see in the first team comp, we're running 3 Hypogeans, so this setup isn't very free-to-play friendly. And we also have Florabelle, one of the newer heroes. So with this team comp, we ensure the Wilder buff, since each Hypogean counts as a Wilder and adds an extra 1% to attack and HP to the team. So totaling, we get an extra 3%, which in total we have 25% bonus attack and HP while running this team. Ideally, you want to teleport Burial in and connect Florabelle to PHRAESTO's clone, well, the original PHRAESTO that has the energy regen buff. We've positioned Hewen all the way in the back so she can instantly get her ultimate off with the new spell, which is the Cascade spell. And PHRAESTO is all about sustain. Keeping him alive as long as possible allows him to continuously get his ultimates off, healing and tanking for the team. Hewen is one of the best supports for PHRAESTO, especially with this new spell. In just a few seconds into the replay, she pops her ultimate, giving us enough health regen to shred the enemy team and for PHRAESTO to continuously tank for us. Now, as we go to the replay, you can see that I teleport Burial in. He's going around making silhouettes and debuffing the enemies. He pops his ultimate within 7 seconds, creating a chaotic battlefield. You see PHRAESTO's Vicious Sting come out. The first ultimate from PHRAESTO comes out, and look at him, he just remains very healthy. Burial is inside doing damage. Florabelle summons Smashy onto the field, and now everything looks just extremely healthy and tanky thanks to Hewen's ultimate and PHRAESTO's sustain and all the adds on the field as well. It's a crazy build. Look at how tanky everything is because of Hewen's ultimate continuously healing us. PHRAESTO, even at Supreme Plus, I have him at Supreme, but at Supreme Plus, he gains a massive shield at the beginning of the fight, allowing him to tank even more. So this synergy really lets Burial pop off, dealing significant damage, while PHRAESTO and the rest of the team sustain. Just look at the damage tank by PHRAESTO. It's incredible. And then everybody else is just there supporting and doing the damage that they need to do to clear out the enemy team. Alright guys, so with the second team comp, it's very similar to the first one, but we replace Hewen with Arden. This still ensures a 25% faction bonus buff, and sometimes we just need that little bit of extra damage instead of sustain to be able to get past some of these AFK stages. So with this team comp, you can see how much PHRAESTO is going to tank overall, his survivability with the evocation spell to help sustain longer on the field. And in this setup, I actually connect Florabelle to the original PHRAESTO, giving her the energy regen buff so she can get her ultimate off quickly, providing more bodies on the field. And we're teleporting Burial in, of course, and teleporting one of their backline heroes into us so we can instantly kill them and isolate the rest of the team. I also connect PHRAESTO clone to Arden, giving him extra survivability to avoid being one shot. So let's get into the replay. We teleport the enemy to our backline, and you see all the silhouettes forming on the field and the enemies getting debuffed. Everything is getting absolutely shredded. PHRAESTO's ult comes out, Vicious Sting comes out from PHRAESTO as well, and Smashy is now out on the field. Boom. Arden's ultimate comes out, and just look at all the damage. This is insane considering that these enemies are over 100 levels above me, and look at the amount that PHRAESTO is able to tank and the damage that Burial is dealing, along with all the crowd control effects that Arden and Florabelle bring to the fight. This synergy really showcases the strength and resilience of this team comp when pushing high-end AFK stages. Now we're getting into the third team comp, and this one includes Odie, Coco, and Smokey, aiming to ensure the Mauler buff. In this case, we only have 4 Maulers, and we have Florabelle connected to the original PHRAESTO. And Florabelle and PHRAESTO just make a great combination, as you guys can see in the replays, providing a lot of CC while PHRAESTO gets his ultimates off. This synergy works very well also because Smokey is great at sustaining, and Coco provides haste and attack buffs, shields, and heals. You guys are going to see how crazy everything gets. Of course, Odie goes nuts and executes everything in this team comp, and I make sure to connect the PHRAESTO clone to Coco, ensuring that she stays alive and gets her ultimate off, which is very important for this team to succeed as well. So now, as we start the replay, You see Smokey healing and giving everyone the attack buff. Odie targets the front line, ensuring that PHRAESTO stays alive. And look, he gets his first ult off. Smokey gets his ult off, healing PHRAESTO before he croaks. Floorball gets smashy out on the field, and the original PHRAESTO is still getting healed up. Coco's ultimate is on the field now, and just look at how tanky everything is now and how healthy everyone looks. PHRAESTO's ult goes off, Odie clears up the backline as he always does, and just look at all the things on the field. Look at how much sustain this team has, with Odie in the backline absolutely destroying everything and Florabelle providing all the CC effects. This team is just absolutely insane. Vicious Sting comes out and executes the enemy before the third Smokey ult could even go off. Florabelle gets MVP in this case, and if you look at the damage charts, it's absolutely insane. The amount of damage that PHRAESTO was able to tank is incredible, and I only have him at Supreme. Look at the amount of healing that Smokey was able to pull off, and Odie and Florabelle clearing up and providing all those control effects as well. Florabelle also helps by having more bodies on the field to switch aggro, so PHRAESTO isn't always getting targeted while Odie cleans up the rest of the team. And now we're moving on to the fourth and final team comp that I'll share in this video, and this is the pure sustain team comp featuring 3 supports and Smokey as our main damage dealer. I know, crazy, right? To the point of this team is obvious. With 3 supports and PHRAESTO, this guy's never gonna die, and we want to stall out as long as possible. Sometimes you might have to manually play this because Aaron's ultimate might not always pull enemies into Smokey's ultimate range when it's doing damage, and they all need to be inside Smokey's ultimate for this team to work. Alright, so as you can see in my formation, I ensure that Aaron gets the energy buff connected to the original PHRAESTO. I place Smokey in the middle of everybody, and I'm using the Cascade spell this time around, giving it to Coco so she can get her ultimate off as soon as possible. This allows Hewen to get her ultimate off as well, and you guys are going to see the sustain that this team comp offers, as well as the amount of damage that Smokey puts out due to the tankiness we have on the team. And now starting the replay, everything is centered. PHRAESTO's Vicious Sting comes out in the backline and everything gets healed up by Smokey. Coco's ultimate comes out, buffing and healing everyone. Smokey's first ultimate comes out, followed by Aaron's ultimate, pulling everyone together. Hewen gets her ultimate off, and you can see everyone sustaining and healing. Smokey gets his second ultimate off, and PHRAESTO is getting his ultimates off as well now, and Coco gets her second ultimate off, ensuring that we have that sustain. And look at the board, like nothing is dying. Now Smokey's third ultimate hits and everything starts to fall apart for the enemy. Aaron pulls the enemies to the center, and Smokey shreds them. This is absolutely insane. Running 3 supports with an unkillable tank is crazy. Smokey, being the main damage dealer, can stall long enough to kill and heal everybody, and it's just really nice. You can see here that 2 enemies are still alive, but Aaron's ultimate pulls them in and they get executed, and we ended up getting a buzzer beater win. If I manually played this, it would have killed everything quicker because I would have kept everything in the center of Smokey's ultimate, and of course Aaron gets MVP. And just look at the amount of damage that Smokey puts out and the healing provided. With any other tank, this team comp simply wouldn't work, but with PHRAESTO, it's amazing. Having 3 supports and Smokey alive long enough to kill and heal everyone while Coco shields, heals, and provides attack buffs, and Hewen ensures nobody dies, continuously providing control effects and frontline support. PHRAESTO and Hewen tanked a huge amount of damage, as you guys can see, which is absolutely insane, especially against enemies that are 110 to 120 levels above me. If you guys have all these characters, I really suggest you guys trying this team comp out for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found these team comp strategies helpful. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates and guides. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these comps or any other strategies you guys have found effective with PHRAESTO, so please leave a comment below. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please let me know. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.